I've worked with many advertisers in my career in agencies, and I've seen many quote unquote professionals using top of funnel creatives, top of funnel copy, and putting it to the bottom of funnel campaigns. They expect, and they call it a retargeting campaign, but in reality, that becomes an increased frequency top of funnel campaign because you're not pushing a new messaging, you're not acknowledging the relationship previously you had with that client. So you're basically increasing the frequency of your top of funnel campaign with a new campaign and calling it retargeting, which is not a retargeting campaign. All right, let's get into it. So it does two things really well. First thing first, acknowledging the relationship you had with the customer previously. So he does it in two spots, one in the ad copy, one in the creative. In the creative, like he uses some filters and stuff, makes it a little bit of humorous, and then you acknowledge that you've seen the ads but didn't take action, right? I actually did take action. I actually bought this book, but it's still retargeting me because, as I said, I previously covered this, the exclusions are not accurate because you're going to still see this. But the important point is you can see in the copy, waiting on you to get my book has taken its toll. So it is acknowledging that in the ad copy. It is acknowledging that in the ad itself. Again, if you use the same ads on the top of funnel campaign and put it into the bottom of funnel campaign, it will simply be a increased frequency top of funnel campaign. You don't want that. You want to put, even though you don't put it here in this case, this is the core elements that we need to do. Acknowledge they've seen our ads. This ad is doing that really well. They're not doing any offers extra, any discounts or anything crazy. They're just using a different messaging, and that is super important when it comes to retargeting campaigns. And you're going to see good results, guys, trust me. Let's move on. This is, you can use a specific discount for your bottom of funnel audience. You can do this, a lot of e-commerce brands, they do it with emails, not on the ads, due to the fact that the ads are not as accurate, because there might be some people who already bought with the full price and they see this discounted price and they might, request refunds because of that reason. That's why people do this with email marketing. So they set an automation up. If they add to cart and don't buy, they get the 25% off. But this could still be, if you take that risk of those people requesting refunds, you can still do that with your bottom of funnel creatives, right? They haven't bought the product, whatever you're selling in this case, and you are pushing a little bit more incentive in your bottom of funnel, saying, get this, I have an X% discount, which I didn't offer in my top of funnel. Now you're getting this discount because I want you to buy, basically, right? You can also do a free shipping. That really works well as well. What else you can do? Let's cover other examples. Testimonials is a classic. You probably know testimonials, but it is becoming more and more top of funnel. Now, not only bottom of funnel works, and bottom of funnel, I've been observing testimonials are not working as good as they used to. It's just a good addition to put in your retargeting ad set. It is not going to drive a majority of the sales, guys. So just keep in mind, if they haven't bought yet, there's a good chance they don't trust you, and testimonials do that trust a little bit for you. And most of the trust, in my opinion, has to be on the landing page. So if your landing page doesn't have any testimonials, this ad will only drive a click, and your landing page has to do the selling. If your landing page doesn't do the selling, with the testimonials, with the great user experience, with the range of product photos, and all sorts of stuff like the free shipping, shipping details, how fast it's going to ship, so on and so forth, all these payment options. If you don't have those, this only going to get the click. Keep that in mind, guys. But of course, it is always a one nudge. So it's just pushing a little bit more to that purchase. Let's see more. Let's see more examples. They're inserting personalization in the ads as well. Still similar to this one, acknowledging that they've seen the ads. So when we insert this personalization here, we're really feeling this for you. So this wouldn't make sense on a top of funnel ad, right? So who the hell are you? I don't know your brand. I don't know your brand tone. I don't know what you sell. It could be from Temu, Shane, all these crappy websites. Why should I buy from you, right? So people are going to have these questions, and people are not stupid. They're going to know, then they're going to ask those questions. If you ignore them and think I'm sneakily get a sale, That's not gonna work. In this case, this does this really well in the ad copy. We're really feeling this for you. Shop now, shipping and returns are free. So additional free shipping, as I covered, free shipping works really well, plus a personalization, right? We're feeling this for you. So they acknowledging they had a previous connection with the brand. Either you visited the website or seen the ads, seen the video, so on and so forth. Like you had some sort of a touch point with that brand. So that really makes it valuable. Valuable. What else we have? Catalog. This is my favorite. We're gonna jump into the ads manager as well, but I just want to show you why I love catalog so much, guys. Catalogs, if you're an e-commerce brand, of course, and you want to add frames into it, there are many more settings you will see, and I will cover this in this section of the module. A lot more you can do with the catalogs. And once you have a catalog ad in that retargeting ad set, 80 to 70% of the spend, regardless of how good your other ads are going to go to the catalog. And also they're going to dynamically show what they've seen before or what they are going to respond the best to. So most of your sales, most of your return on ad spend are going to come from the catalog ads. And if you have an e-commerce store and you're not using catalog ads, you're missing out. You're missing out, guys. I see great results when I use these green ticks in my benefits, as an ad copy in the primary text. I see great results. So they haven't bought from you. Maybe they didn't like the product. That could be, of course, a factor. Not everybody's going to buy from you, but maybe they don't know the benefits. Maybe you advertise with one benefit in one ad and they don't know the rest of the benefits, which are really valuable. So you want to list them in the ad copy. So they're undecisive still. They haven't bought from you. So you want to push them into their faces so they can actually be like, okay, this person is pushing all of the benefits that I didn't know they had. So buy one, so buy two, get one. Get credit for your next purchase. The more you stack, the more it's gonna sound more valuable. All right, let's jump into the ads manager and I will show you some catalog settings you didn't know and you might find valuable. All right, guys, we're in one campaign. We're gonna go into the campaign ad sets. We're gonna create a catalog ad. When it comes to catalog ads, guys, I like catalog ads when it's a carousel because you get to show more images and it takes longer in their stories and reels. So if it was only single image, it's gonna be 15 seconds. But if you do a carousel in the stories and feed placements, it's gonna take way longer. So I'm gonna select carousel. Now it's catalog and it's carousel. So I'm gonna go down. As you guys can see, it will show more photos, not just one product. And I want to select all of my products, right? So I don't have much products here, 14 products, but 26 variants, right? So in total, I'm gonna have 14 products, not a lot. So as you guys can see, it will automatically turn this into a carousel and people can swipe right. What I want to show you guys, you probably know this already. I usually go with single image, not a slideshow, but in the creative tools, I usually click on edit creative. So this gives you an ability to customize your catalogs a little bit more. So you can set add catalog info label. This is the first thing I do, which is really, really important if you have a discount. If you show these like this, there's only one push you're giving them to buy the product or service. If they like the look of it, they can't touch it. They can only look at this product image. And the product images are usually boring images. They're not lifestyle images. You can put a lifestyle image, but usually they are boring images like this. So the only thing is the look of the product. What else you can do? If you have a discount, you can put that as well. So I will put manual labels and say, automatic labels, it will show whatever they feel like. If they feel the price is more important for them, like showing the price for a person, it will show them. Let's say if they see a person reacting better to percentages off, so it's a test usually, but 60% off, if they react to that better, usually in the past, they will show 60% off to that person. I would like to do it manually. I don't do automatic. I will go to manual. Come here, and I usually do strike through price. So it was X dollars, now Y dollars. Or you can do, there's also a tick here, only show the label when it's likely to increase engagement. No, I want you to show it all the time. So, or you can do a percentage off. That also works really, really well. So it will show 10% off, 20% off, so on and so forth. By the way, on the right-hand side, it won't always show it in the preview section. Don't worry, in the ads, when they see the ads, it will show. In the shapes, we have 4 separate sections. You have to look at your brand and what really suits your brand. If it's more round shapes that you're using, call to action buttons, I want you to use the pill version, which looks a little bit better. As you guys can see, they started showing this. 60% off is a round pill form. Circle doesn't really look good in my opinion. Covers a little bit more real estate. You can choose that for that reason. Triangle is the worst one. I never use this one, but I usually go with the pill form, which looks a little bit more elegant. You can select the font here, so PT serif, let's say we go with this, and then I want to edit the color. Why? If your background brand is something else and it looks ugly with this automatic color, you don't want that to happen, right? You want to select the color that will go well with your brand. So I will edit. Usually red looks really appealing or it gets good results. I A/B tested this red against, I think, black, and red outperformed black. So totally up to you. That's my 2 cents. I usually go with red when I choose this. And you can change the text color as well, or the shape color. For instance, I can do black text on red. Totally up to you. You have to play around with this. So I usually go with this 100% of the time, right? I save this. And also, if you have a special offer, for instance, Black Friday, you have a free shipping, or end of financial year sales, you can also click on this and add a frame. Adding a frame will drastically improve the visual appeal of your ad. So you're going to come here, you're going to say custom, and you will upload an image that will frame out the total look of the image. So I will come here. Let me take a look if I have a frame that I've created previously. If I have, that will look really nice. All right, I have one frame here that I created on Canva, which is super basic, guys. Just you're gonna crop inside, just the outside has to tell it can have words, so on and so forth. As you guys can see, it says new drop. Outside frame is the whole gist. But when I do that, as you guys can see, this 60% off doesn't look good, so I have to change the color of that, or you can change the opacity here, drop it down a little bit, or maybe increase this so it is a little bit more visual. So you can increase this or decrease the size of it. Doesn't really make sense if you when you decrease the size of it, in my opinion. All right, it is not loading. I'm just gonna skip this part and save it. Cool. Now it is going to look way more appealing on the right hand side. It is not always going to show, so don't freak out if it doesn't show the frames that we just did. So it is usually the case. We can also add primary text with custom information that really works well for me as well. For instance, I usually put in for instance, the name of the product is now, and I put the current price, which is the discounted version. So it actually tells them it was X, now Y. So there's a discount for it. So guys, these will be dynamic. So if you're using, for instance, if this is showing a different product, it will say X product, whatever it's showing on the ad, on the carousel, is X. So that will be dynamic, which is really, really good. So I actually don't want to use it in the primary text. I want to use a tick, green tick in the ad copy, and I want to use that here. Product name in the headline, sorry. Product name is now only, and I will add current price. Cool. That will work way, way better. You can add a description. And that's it, guys. These are the settings that you can optimize towards. You will know, and you can also automatically highlight the promo codes, which I don't suggest if you're using a catalog ad. The reason being is we are already doing this in the catalog, right? So I will come to the Advantage Plus creative section, because enabling some of them will mess your creatives up since we're using a catalog ad, right? All right, so if you have a client, guys, they usually freak out because it looks, they create those weird stuff. Like, so for instance, this animation, right? This dynamic format will be created by Meta itself, so you cannot control this. But this improves the performance when it comes to catalog ads. When it comes to catalog ads, guys, I want to give as much control as possible to Meta's and AI, because they're using the AI to pick and choose my products, and I want to give this power to the AI to find the best possible products for my business. So you can use expand image. That works really well because there's no text. If there's text, I usually do not do this. Music, yes. And adapt to placement, you want to do yes. Come here, generate backgrounds. I really do not suggest this, guys. And dynamic descriptions, you can put this on. Dynamic media, yes. I want AI to find the best possible creative for that person who's likely to buy. Yeah, it makes sense. Info labels, and I will keep this yes as well. You can add the info labels in addition. That really works extremely well as well. So these are the ones that I specifically do for catalog ads. But if it was a single image or a carousel ad or a video ad, I might not consider doing that because it messes things up. But a catalog ads, it's a completely different story. So keep that in mind.